Hey guys, so my last video I was reviewing a new shirt that I've got. It's not the sort of video everyone's going to want to watch, but part of the video I went out and did a bit of foraging in the shirt and just found some bits and bobs. Made a little noodle soup, but all that video was kind of left out of the shirt video really. I just took a few snippets. So I thought I'd put together another video with some of the foraging, just in case you're interested. So if you fancy watching me having a little bit of a root-a-boot and nibbling on a few mushrooms, then yeah, watch this one. I put a few bits together for you, so yeah, enjoy. So I've decided to come on out, find some food. I got some noodles and a little bit of miso paste, so the rest is up to me. So we'll see what we can find. Right now there's all sorts popping up. We've got little baby nettles. Nettles are excellent. I've been learning a lot about nettles. I'll be utilising them a lot this year now. We've got lords and ladies over here popping up. We've got, this is dog's mercury. This is one to keep an eye out for. You'll see this popping up everywhere. Poisonous. Dog's mercury. And my dog actually eats it, weirdly enough, and then he vomits, but he won't stop doing it. I've tried. So he must be inducing the vomiting for a reason. He doesn't do it all the time. Maybe why it's called dog's mercury, I don't know. Most of you will recognise this. Goosegrass, cleavers, sticky willy, whatever you want to call it. It's the sticky stuff you used to chuck on your mates when you were in school. Edible, especially the younger ones like this. All edible. Another thing you'll see plenty of this time of year is ground ivy. Looks like little kind of kidney-shaped hearts almost. It's quite distinctive. It's hard to mix it with anything else, but for me the main way to tell is by smelling it. If you crush it and give it a smell, it's quite distinctive. It's got a almost minty, fresh smell. Herby, minty, fresh smell. Absolutely delicious. Great in a tea. Nutritional. So what I'm picking here are dried, crispy little wood ear mushrooms, or jelly ear mushrooms. I have mentioned these in a previous video, which you can check out, but so I won't go into identification or anything, but these guys are going to be perfect because I'm doing a miso soup, so all of those beautiful flavours will be absorbed by the mushroom and they'll rehydrate and expand. So this one here is still a bit squidgy, still a bit wet, but you can kind of see what they used to look like. You'll see these everywhere. Most of you know what they look like, and there's the crispy ones next to it. Another one just there. Here we go. So here's a few that look a little bit younger, more like what you'd see and recognise before they go all crispy. I'll take these as well. Little ears, see? Squidgy, velvety, cold, funny little things. Look at that. Yes, check it out, look what I found. Look at these guys. Hard to miss these when they're out. That's awesome. Scarlet elf cups. Look at that. Look at this on a little stick. 2 of them. These are edible, quite tasty. They're going to be perfect in my soup. And they're going to add a little bit of colour. And again, there we go, hiding away. Keep your eyes peeled, people. There's not much around this time of year, but you will find scarlet elf cups. There's another little bit in there. Usually you'll see a little flash of red. There we are. You start quite closed, quite deep, little goblet shape, little cup shape, and they open up slowly until they get to the point where they just start cracking. But all good, great to eat. Some people eat them raw as well. I have, and I've been fine. But there's a bit of a debate about that, so don't do that. Always cook them. But you can't really get them wrong. There's a ruby elf cup, but it's almost identical. And again, edible. Pretty cool. Although there are some colour variations. You get these looking quite yellowy and orangey and all sorts of things. Check it out. So according to folklore, elves would get up in the morning and drink out of these, drink the morning dew out of their little cups, hence the name. These specimens here are quite mature. Look at the size of these. This is what they do when they get older. They open up like this, but these are in really good nick. Wow, haven't even cracked. I'm gonna get my knife to get these out, I think, but nice one. This here looks like a chive. This is crow garlic or wild onion, basically wild chive. So for what I'm doing, a miso soup with mushrooms, this will work perfectly. So I've got no garlic on me or anything. So amongst the crow garlic, I've also found these reeds. Now there's a big difference. I don't know if you can tell. The crow garlic looks like a chive. It's hollow inside. Very, very delicate, and it smells like onion, like spring onions, whereas this is woody, it's tough, and you can hardly break it. But it's not hollow inside anyway, so if I can, you should be able to see it's very woody and white, pith-like, whereas these, you can see, hopefully, they're hollow. The best thing is just to give them a squeeze and smell them. Trust your nose. They smell like chives. So you can see here, this is a reed. I'm not really sure what it's called. Very tough, very woody. But just over here, we have our crow garlic. And this one is quite mature. I'm wondering whether I should just try and dig the bulb out. It's like having a garlic clove. It's slightly lighter. I might dig these out. There we go, you see the bulbs. We'll clean these up. I've busted them up a little bit, unfortunately. Try and do something with them. So this little thing here is sorrel. You can tell sorrel's got a few lookalikes, but they're a lot bigger and they don't have these little pointed tails. So as long as it's pointed here, you find it out in the grass and it looks like this. It's not really, I'm not really sure what else to say about sorrel. I think once you know, you know. And it tastes like apple peel, a bit citrusy. This is what we're working with today. This is what I managed to find. It's crazy. There's not much out there, but you know, we've got some little garlic bulbs. We've got some scarlet elf cups, some chives, some sorrel, some wood here. There's plenty of dried wood here that will expand. So, yeah, not bad. Taking off any little bits of moss and things like that, chucking them in there. So got some miso paste. We're going to just drop some miso in. Gonna get that in the into the miso water. As you can see, look how big and juicy they've got now. Nice. So in goes the noodles. Alright, noodles look good, but now it's time to weave these guys in. How we doing, Bree? How we doing? Woo-hoo-hoo. There we go. Doesn't look much, but it's nice and healthy, and there's plenty of mushrooms in here that we picked up today.